Okay guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're checking out the brand new conversion kit for the AMR9, which turns it into a 5 burst weapon, and I believe it increases the damage range and some certain things like that. So it slightly turns it into a bit more of an AR over an SMG as far as I am aware. But as you can see, we are fully stacked out tier 2, tier 3, tier 1 Pack-a-Punch crystals, as well as legendary Aether tool, mags of holding, and all of that good stuff, which we obviously will be putting on the gun at some point. But as you can see, if we do just go for headshots, it should obviously be a one burst kill. We should imagine that, especially in tier 1 zone, you know, just hitting critical shots. It shouldn't take more than 5 bullets anyway. So we'll have to see what this is going to be like in the tier 3 zone and the dark Aether zones. I literally have unlocked this 5 minutes before recording the video, so I've not tried it out in Warzone, I've not tried it out in multiplayer, I have not tried this gun in the slightest with the conversion kit. But as you can see, the biggest magazine you can get on the gun is 30 round mag, so even at Pack-a-Punching, it's only going to go up to 60 as far as I'm aware, unless they've somewhat changed it. But I'm assuming it's going to go up to 60 round mag, which is exactly why I bought in mags of holding, because I just don't think a 60 round mag for something like an SMG/AR is going to be good enough for that size of magazine. But I'm going to make my way to the tier 2 zone, and then we can start testing the gun out there. Okay, so here we are in the tier 2 zone. Let me see if I can find some tier 2 zombies. I think some actually just spawned right behind me. Let's see what sort of damage we can do to the tier 2 zombies without any upgrades on the gun. And at the moment, it doesn't seem like it's going to be super strong, to be totally honest. Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to be... I mean, it's like a 4 burst to take out one zombie, which really isn't great. So let's go ahead and chuck on that tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. And just as suspected, we're going up to 60 rounds in the magazine. And at tier 1, you can spray the burst pretty quickly, to be fair, which is a bonus. 100%, that's definitely a big bonus to have. And the reload speed really isn't too bad. So you can sort of get away with the 60 round mags, that is for sure. Because like I said, the reload speed isn't terrible. And you can just spray it. I mean, even then in the tier 2 zone, it's still not super powerful. But it's definitely usable. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's definitely usable in the tier 2 zone at tier 1 Pack-a-Punch. But it's not crazy broken or crazy OP. So what I'm going to do is probably just chuck it straight to tier 2 Pack-a-Punch and start testing it out here straight away. Because we want to know what the gun's going to be like at its best rarity. So it looks like it's maybe a 1 burst to the zombies' heads now. Let's let this one get close. Okay, I missed half my shots. I need to get all 5 bullets in a head. So yeah, at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, tier 2 zone, it is going to be a 1 burst critical shot if you do hit all of your shots. And even on armored zombies, it's going to be exactly the same. So that's not too shabby. I mean, in the tier 2 zone, you should have quite easily be able to get a tier 2 Pack-a-Punch weapon anyway. But yeah, as you can see, 1 burst in the tier 2 zone now. But I think we probably just jump straight into the tier 3 zone, test it out there. Obviously, we'll start chucking legendary Aether tools and even tier 3 Pack-a-Punch in the gun. And then we'll obviously chuck mags of holding on it as well and just see how we get on. But the fact we're struggling to take down a Hellhound that much doesn't fill me with much confidence. Yeah, I mean, already, tier 2, it doesn't look very strong in the slightest, if I'm totally honest with you guys. It really doesn't look very strong in the slightest, which is kind of unfortunate. I was kind of hoping it was going to be a little bit stronger in the tier 3 zone at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch, but that's why we bring everything in. We can put a legendary Aether tool on, and now we should start seeing a decent increase in the damage. I was hoping, but it doesn't really look like it is going to make that much of a difference. I mean, we've got full health zombie there. Still, even then, it's a 3 burst. It's kind of weak at the moment. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's feeling kind of weak. I don't know if it's the class setup that I've got. I'm not sure if it's just the aftermarket part. Maybe it just doesn't do that much damage, but at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch with a legendary Aether tool, it just really isn't doing that much damage. Of course, now we've got insta-kill, so, you know, very easy to be able to take out the zombies. But at the moment, it just does not feel that strong. And again, I don't know if that's just because it's tier 2 Pack-a-Punch. So the only other thing that we can do is go ahead and chuck on mags of holding. Sorry, tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, and just see what sort of difference that makes. I'm going to let this insta-kill go away. And then I will start focusing on these zombies right in front of me. So we can go now. Okay, so that, yeah, I mean, having it tier 3 definitely is going to make a big difference, which you'd expect. But with a lot of guns, you can actually use them in the tier 3 zone at tier 2 Pack-a-Punch with legendary Aether tool. It just doesn't seem like this AMR9 aftermarket part is going to be that capable of doing that, which isn't the end of the world, because as we can see, now that we've got it to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, it definitely feels a lot stronger. It definitely feels like it's going to do a lot more damage. Now, as you can see, there's a big horde of zombies here now, and we're definitely able to just take care of a big horde of zombies. Again, the problem that we've got is the amount of ammo that is in the gun, and the other problem that we've got is the fact I've just cornered myself. But yeah, the problem I'm seeing right now is the amount of ammo that is in each magazine. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is definitely a problem, which I'm glad I bought mags of holding in for that reason, because I didn't really know what the magazine was going to be like. When I saw that there wasn't a magazine attachment I automatically thought straight away of bringing in mags of holding, because you know what zombies can be like. If you run out of ammo or you've got a small magazine, you run out of ammo quickly, you can get yourself in some really sticky situations. So I'm definitely glad I bought in mags of holding. Before I pop mags of holding, I definitely want to try the gun with speed cola and just see what difference that makes to the reload speed, because I don't want to go doing this straight away and then speed cola gives it an insane boost and when we don't need to put mags of holding on it, because I definitely do want to test it. So I'll buy speed cola in just a moment and then we'll be testing it. We've got a high value target, Mega Abomination, that we are going to be taking out before we do go ahead and get speed cola. So let's see what sort of damage we can do against a boss zombie, which is definitely going to be a good test for the gun, because as you guys know, some guns are pretty poor against zombies, but they can be really good against the bosses. So let's hope that where this is a bit average against the zombies, it really excels against boss zombies. That's what we've got to hope for at this point. Otherwise, I don't really know why you'd be using this gun, if I'm totally honest, but we will soon find out when we start taking down this Mega Abomination. I'm trying to play a little bit smarter so I don't go and lose all my health straight away. Okay, so there's its heads popping. Let me see if I can get one of these heads to pop. I got aim assist on a zombie there. So we did manage to get one head to pop, which isn't too bad. It's not doing any worse than a lot of other guns in the game, to be honest. It's not doing any worse than I'd expect it to do against the Mega Abomination at this point. If we do get up here, the Mega Abomination should keep opening its eyes up if we are lucky. Let's try and get some critical shots there. I mean, we're not taking that health down like rapidly fast. We're not doing a terrible job. We're not doing an absolutely insane job either. So, okay, here's going to be the eyes opening up again. How quickly can we get this head to go down? I've run out of ammo. Like I said, big problem with this gun that we are finding so far is the fact we are going to run out of ammo. We do get another head pop there, though. It's down to about half HP. We'll drop down here real quick. And then we'll start firing towards that last head that is there. We should be able to take... We can't even get that head popped in a whole magazine, which is kind of crazy. Again, another magazine. I'm going to unlead into its head. Again, still hasn't gone down. I don't know, guys. This just isn't doing anything super, super crazy right now. I'm going to go down there. I mean, so far, it really hasn't impressed me with this AMR9. But... you know, we've still got a full game to go. It could still get better at some point, somehow, maybe, if I'm really lucky. And there goes the Mega Abomination, finally. Really, I mean, it took us a hot minute. Let's be honest. Let's not cut it short. It took us a hot minute, and it wasn't the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. But this is where I'm going to go ahead and get the speed cola. We'll test the reload. If the reload's still really slow, I will definitely be putting mags of holding on the gun. But you can definitely hold off a horde of zombies with this gun, which is, I don't know, it's not, so far it's not amazed me. It's not, like, majorly impressed me at how good it is. But it's not bad either. Like, as you can see, you can quite easily take down a horde of zombies. Of course, with Insta-kill, it's going to make it even easier. But it wasn't doing a horrendous job at taking down a big horde of zombies. But by no means is it super, super impressed me and become the best gun I've ever used in my life. But like I said, with taking down a horde of zombies, you definitely can take down a horde of zombies with it with not too many problems. It's just not that strong against the bosses, which I was kind of hoping that's where it was going to excel, because it is pretty average against normal zombies. But like, you can just two-burst the armored zombies and the normal zombies. You can definitely take down a horde of zombies. But let's check the reload speed now we've got speed cola. Oh, that is much better. Yeah, that's a much faster reload. So if you haven't got mags of holding, you can still definitely use this gun without needing mags of holding, because that reload speed is very quick. I'm definitely going to chuck mags of holding on it, just to see what sort of difference it does make having that on the gun. But speed cola definitely does help with that reload. It really isn't too slow of a reload once you do get mags of... you do get speed cola. But mags of holding on the gun now. We've got 750 bullets to use away on these zombies. We can just start unlaying them. And hopefully now this is where this gun's going to be a lot better. But I do definitely think mags of holding now is going to make this gun much stronger. And honestly, it might just be a gun that you need to use with mags of holding. And there are some guns that are just like that. It's unfortunate because obviously not everyone has mags of holding all the time available. And I'm hoping that we do find that, you know, you probably don't need mags of holding. But at the moment, it feels like it's a lot better. Just simply for the fact you can continuously spray zombie after zombie after zombie with not worrying about having to reload. But like I said, once you do get speed cola, that reload speed definitely does improve a lot. It is going to make a big, big difference having that on the gun. We've got Disciple that's just rocked up. Let's see what sort of damage we can do against the Disciple here. It doesn't look like the damage is going to be too poor against the Disciple. That is going to go down. I'm back in another corner. But to be honest, it didn't look like it was doing a bad job against that Disciple that we did come up against, which is a promising sign of things to come, maybe. Maybe it's just not the greatest against Mega Abominations and stuff like that. But that Disciple there was getting dropped pretty quickly before it did go away. So by no means am I going to sit here and say this gun's amazing, but it will do decent damage. Like, you can do good damage against the zombies. You can do decent damage against the bosses as well, which is quite nice. Like I said, it was just a high-value target Mega Abomination that we tried it on to start off with. So maybe that was just the problem. The fact that we tried it, the first boss we tried it against was a high-value target Mega Abomination. That doesn't always help, you know, trying to use it against a stupidly strong boss. As you can see, we've got a Disciple here. Let's see what sort of damage we can actually do to the Disciple. Yeah, we dropped that health on that Disciple really quickly. So this is what I mean where the gun's a little bit inconsistent, I suppose. It done really good damage against that Disciple. That Mangler that came up, we was able to do nice damage too. So I don't really know as of right now. Like, I don't want to say it's horrendous because, like I said, the first boss we tried it on was a high value target Mega Abomination, which isn't exactly the fairest test to put a gun up to straight away. But then saying that, you do get some guns that just take care of high value target Mega Abominations pretty quickly. We've got a Mangler here now. Let's see what sort of damage we can do to a Mangler. That's already down to half HP. That's already been dropped. So, I mean, it's not horrendous. It really isn't horrendous. I think I was giving it a bit of a hard time to start off with. It's not, I'm not going to sit here and say it's amazing. It's not anything crazy that you guys are, like, definitely needing to try. But it's not bad. It's not a bad little gun, a little 5-burst SMG. It's really not that bad. Especially now I've got Mags of Holding on it. I think that's definitely changed the way that the gun played quite a lot. But as you saw, that Mangler got dropped. I managed to miss every single shot on the Disciple. I can't complain too much, because definitely I've seen an improvement since Mags of Holding's gone on. And like I said, putting it up straight against the high-value target Mega Abomination may not have been the fairest start for this gun, if we're totally honest. Because I feel like once we've done that high-value target Mega Abomination, I set the gun with pretty poor standards. I expected it to be really bad. But then after that, it did actually kind of improve. You can see how fast we take down this Disciple here. We managed to turn it into our own, but we had it down to half HP before that. You know, we've got Manglers over there, Disciples we can do pretty good damage to, already down to half HP. Turned that one into a friendly one as well. What about this Mangler? That Disciple is probably going to take care of it, if I'm totally honest. But let's carry on fighting this Mangler. That's gone down. Got a Mimic in front of us to sort of drop this pretty quickly. So, as you can see, it definitely is viable. You can definitely use this against the bosses in the tier 3 zone. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys it is the best gun in the game as of right now, because it's definitely not. There are definitely stronger guns. But it's definitely a viable option now that we've been using it a little bit longer. So I'm glad I did carry on using it, and rather than just saying straight away that this gun was pretty bad. Because after testing it a little bit more, you know, against some of the other boss zombies, just trying it out in the tier 3 zone in general, I feel like it is definitely improved. And even in this sort of situation, now we've got Mags of Holding, you can sort of stand here, just spray through the big horde of zombies that are in front of us. We've got a Mimic running up, see if we can drop that before it gets to us, which we can. So it's definitely got a lot better, or it hasn't got better, but I feel like testing it against a Mega Abomination high-value target straight away was a little bit of an unfair test on it, because I started slating it and saying it was bad before we even actually tested it properly. And now that we've tested it properly, I do think it's a pretty decent gun to use. I don't think it's that bad. Again, another Disciple going to get dropped quickly. Hordes of zombies can get dropped quickly. It is definitely a usable gun, that is for sure. It's 100% is usable. And like I said, what you can do with it is spam it really quickly, which makes a nice difference how the gun does play. It's not a case of waiting for the next burst to finish. You can almost do a burst and then shoot again, and it does the next burst, like, pretty much straight away. So if you've got a good trigger finger, you've basically got it fully automatic, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm definitely glad I've carried on using this gun, because, like I said at the start, I did give it a bit of a hard time against that Mega Abomination. But after using it a little bit more, it's definitely got stronger. It's definitely felt a lot better. And overall, I am enjoying using this gun. It's just a nice little SMG you could maybe throw into your rotation if you're someone like me that gets bored of using the same guns all the time. Definitely could be something that you maybe just chuck into your rotation. Let's see if we can get a Mega Abomination's head to pop pretty quickly. We did manage to get that one go down pretty quick. Got another one there we could maybe try and pop if it just stays open the whole time. I feel like we're doing a lot better damage to this Mega Abomination now that we've got Mags of Holding, because we can carry on spraying over and over and over again. Whereas before we were running out of ammo, which is why we couldn't get the heads to pop and things like that. I don't know how I've just gone down there. That was a really bad play from me. But yeah, I definitely feel like not having Mags of Holding made the Mega Abomination fight a lot harder in the first place, simply because of the fact we was just running out of ammo every time we was trying to pop a head on that Mega Abomination. But this one's health looks like it's getting dropped pretty quickly, and then of course that turret, now that that's been activated, will just drop that Mega Abomination with no problem whatsoever. But even again, like, you got Manglers coming up. Doesn't really take that long to take care of a Mangler. Again, it's not the world's strongest gun, right? It's not going to be the best gun you ever use in zombies. But, as I mentioned, if you're someone that likes to switch up your guns, have a nice rotation of different guns, you could definitely use this. 100% you could use this. It's really not the worst gun I've ever used in my life. So I think the only real test for this gun now is probably to get it into that brand new Dark Aether zone, or at least one of the Dark Aether zones, and just test what it's actually going to be like in there. Okay, guys, here we go into the brand new Dark Aether zone. Let's test this gun out there, see what it's going to be like. I don't have any self-revives. I haven't got any sentry guns or anything like that. We're going to get in and just see how we do get on. Okay, guys, here we are. Looks like we're in the Elder Sigil as well, due to the lack of time that we do have. We've only got 15 minutes to get through this. So let's hope we can get a nice run going on with a 6-man team. We should be able to get through this Dark Aether pretty quickly. I don't think I've actually managed to complete a brand new Dark Aether zone run yet. After dying in my first one, my game's crashed in my next like 7 from that. So it's not been the ideal start for me in the new Dark Aether. Really hoping I do actually manage to get through this, get all 3 contracts done, maybe even fight the boss at the end. And yeah, hopefully we can just go from there. So, as expected, it is going to be a high-value target, Mega Abomination. Let me know in the comments, guys. Can you get other bounty targets in this Dark Aether zone, or is it simply just Mega Abominations? Let me know, because I have not fought anything other than Mega Abominations as of so far. So, I would be really interested to know if you can actually fight anything else that's not a Mega Abomination within this Dark Aether zone. So, it does look like we got a first head pop there, which is nice. That's exactly what we wanted. A quick head pop on the Mega Abomination. We do want to just get through this as fast as we can, if I'm totally honest. Let's try and keep doing good damage. Looks like someone's using a grenade launcher on it right there. We'll just keep spraying at it, try and get those critical shots. This is where we've got mags of holding. It's going to be really, really useful. See if we can get one of these other heads popped if I can manage to not go down, which looks like I am going to go down. Luckily, my teammates have got the thing to bring me straight back up. Let's keep firing at this Mega Abomination. Let's see if we can get the critical shots needed to pop that head, which it doesn't look like we're going to. But my teammates, they've been doing some decent damage to it overall. I need to get some plates on before I end up going down again. It's so funny how, like, used I've got to using the golden armor plates. I just forget to plate up, which causes me to go down so many times in zombies now. Let me know if you guys are the same, or if you're just used to plating up, because I genuinely just really do forget for some reason. But there goes the Mega Abomination. Perfect. That's the first contract done. Legendary Aether tool I will take, and I will take that over one of these perks. I'll also take the Casimir over that as well. But let's go and start the second contract up, not waste any time. Let's try and get through these as fast as we possibly can. Because like I said, only having 15 minutes does not make this easy. Hopefully we can get a new schematic as well. I would really like to see a new schematic come out of this. So hopefully we can manage to get this last little Outlast contract done nice and quickly without too many issues. Disciple there shouldn't get dropped too slowly. It's doing decent damage considering we are in the Dark Aether zone. But so far, we're doing some decent damage. Again, like I said, this is the Elder Sigil, so the zombies do have a little bit more health, which is why it probably is taking a little bit longer to take out some of the Disciples and stuff like that than we did see in Tier 3. But really not doing too bad of damage. Let's get those Manglers down. Hopefully, we're just using that. Perfect. What we got there, full power again. Lovely. That is exactly what we wanted. Just be able to keep spamming that would be very, very useful. The Outlast is already at 92%, so we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. Hopefully, we can get the escort contract done as well. And then, like I said, maybe fight that boss zombie towards the end. And it looks like we are going to come out with one of the schematics, which is great. We got an Elder Sigil, which I don't really need. I will take that, but I'll take the Elder Sigil over the normal Sigil as well. And then finally, the last contract. Let me get down there, and hopefully, we'll manage to get that one done in this game as well. So it looks like someone actually got the Dead Wire plans, which I didn't get. I didn't get the Dead Wire plans, so I will definitely take the plans over that. And I also need that as well. So I will take that, and I will take the plans over that. So we've got all 3 new schematics in one game, which is great. I do already have the Beret, but I will definitely take all the others within this game. That's an absolute W to come out with all 3 schematics, as long as we do come out of the game alive without crashing or anything like that. But yeah, definitely so far, I feel like we are doing some decent damage with this gun. I feel like it is actually pretty usable. Again, it's by no means the strongest gun in the world, but it is definitely a usable gun that I think you guys could definitely add to your rotation if it was something that you wanted to try out and use for yourselves. But like I said, the things that you definitely need are definitely Speed Cola or Mags of Holding. I definitely recommend Mags of Holding if you've got it. If not, Speed Cola will do the job. It will be good enough to actually be able to use the gun, you know, because the reload is definitely a lot better once you do get Mags of Holding on it. I mean, as you can see, we are doing decent damage in the new Dark Aether zone. We definitely are. Tier 3, we was doing some nice damage. Again, not anything too crazy that's going to make the gun absolutely ridiculously broken. That's, you know, going to make you guys want to use it every single game. But like I said, you could definitely stick it in your rotation. It's definitely going to help you out. It is a useful gun to use. And it's also a pretty fun gun to use on top of that. And one thing that I have noticed is I've not seemed to run out of ammo at all. Even with mags of holding and just spraying at absolutely everything, I'm yet to have run out of ammo once, which is pretty impressive because a lot of the guns I do actually end up running out of ammo. So it's quite nice to actually be using a gun that isn't running out of ammo 24/7. But even in the older Dark Aether, I feel like we are doing some nice damage. You know, we are taking out the zombies pretty quickly. The bosses are, of course, taking a little bit longer, but that's to be expected in this Dark Aether zone. You know, it is the harder one to do. So I was sort of expecting it to take a little bit more damage on the bosses, which is absolutely fine. We're still doing nice damage. We're definitely able to take the zombies out pretty quickly. And it even just has some decent damage range on it. Like, we can take out zombies from pretty far away, to be totally honest. So I think this is the final stop for the escort contract, unless there is one on the bridge. There might be one on the bridge if I remember. Yeah, there is one more on the bridge. So we need to try and get this done as fast as we can without too many problems. But even there, that mangler got dropped pretty quickly. So I definitely do think it's a good gun. Like I said, it's not the most broken meta that we've ever seen. You know, it's not the craziest gun we've ever seen. But it's definitely usable. You can do good damage with it. You know, you can take out hordes of zombies, boss zombies, all of that sort of stuff with it. The only place it seems to struggle a little bit, in my opinion, was with the Mega Abomination. I'm not too sure why that is. When it seems to be okay against the other bosses, it just really seemed to struggle with Mega Abomination fights, which is fine. You know, they are the hardest boss to take down within the game, so it's not the end of the world. And you remember how I was saying that I don't really run out of ammo with this? It looks like I may be running out of ammo pretty quickly here soon. But then again, just like that, we are fully back up to max ammo, which is absolutely amazing. Fully max out. Can just go again, carry on spraying at absolutely everything, especially while insta-kill's on. We just want to spray and spray and spray. Try and keep these zombies away from the escort if we can. And it looks like these guys do actually want to start the boss fight as well, which is kind of cool. I'm excited to try this. I haven't yet taken out the boss, so I haven't got the new blueprint or anything like that with it as of right now. So definitely excited to take this thing out, see if we can get the blueprint done, unless my team decide to just exfil towards the end. I'm not too sure what their plan of action is going to be, but we will soon find out if I don't go down here. I really don't want to corner myself. But that's the 2 little spores done, so now that big spore should be able to go down. Oh, I forgot there's actually 3 spores here. We do need to take out just another one. Take this spore out, and then I believe that final spore will open up, allowing us to take that one out and then letting that boss zombie spawn in. As far as I'm aware, that's how it goes anyway. Yeah, that's it. We take down this rift heart now. Once that is down, the boss zombie will spawn in and we can start doing some decent damage to that, hopefully. There it is spawning in. Let's just keep spraying at it. Let's try and get some good damage done straight away off the rip if we can. Looks like it's already down to about half HP. I feel like we're doing some nice damage to it. I'm sure the rest of my team are shooting at it as well. But I feel like we were doing some pretty decent damage on that there. That mangler's getting dropped pretty quickly as well. Mimics have spawned in. Everything's got hold of me right now. I have ended up in the water. We're just carrying on spraying at the mimic. Get that mimic taken care of if we can, just like so. Then we can hopefully... So that is that mangler taken care of. And then wherever that last disciple is that we need to start shooting at, I'm not too sure where it's even gone. It's right behind me. We just start spraying at this. If the zombies don't all get in the way, we can keep doing some good damage to it. We'll throw an Aether blade at it maybe. Try and do a little bit more damage. It's going to take up its health again, so let's just try and get a little bit away. We can try and sort some ammo and stuff like that out real quick. A little full power wouldn't go amiss right now. Could really do with full power, so I can just pop my thing down, try and get rid of some of these. So that's that mangler dropped. Where is the disciple? What else have we got to take down here? I'm not too sure. Need to be careful. I don't know if I've got a gas mask on me. Okay, I do have a gas mask, but it's not going to be anything too crazy. I don't even know where the disciple is. It is right in front of us now. Let's see if we can just get it done, which we do manage to do. Let's go and grab this reward rift, see what we can grab out of there. So we got the schematic. We already got everything that's there. Get me out of this Aether zone now. But that, guys, is going to be the brand new AMR9 aftermarket part in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, please be sure to smash a thumbs up, as it helps me out way more than you can imagine. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below. Is it something you guys are going to go ahead and try out? And if you're not subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on, please make sure you're going to do that. But I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.